What is up this year? LA in a minute, and these Los Angeles fires are amongst the most difficult, devastating, and tragic of any event in modern Los Angeles history. And though LA is not out of danger yet, I want to acknowledge the people that have done their best to minimize the damage and protect our home, our families, and our city. These are the true heroes of the Los Angeles fires. Let's get into it. Now, I want to say this is not a comprehensive list, and in fact, this list continues to grow each day as more people continue to donate resources, time, money, and effort to help preserve Los Angeles. First of all, the Los Angeles Fire Department and Los Angeles County Fire Department have sent thousands of firefighters to continuously battle these blazes that continue to rage. And the Governor's Office of Emergency Services, or Cal OES, has sent over 7,500 firefighters and emergency personnel from throughout the state to help out. We've also had help from firefighters from Oregon, Washington, New Mexico, Utah, and Idaho. It's important to recognize the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection, CAL FIRE, who has deployed more than 4,000 personnel, including almost 3,000 incarcerated people to be working as firefighters. Caltrans has done a fantastic job mobilizing personnel to clear debris and to handle traffic equipment, especially during power outages. California Highway Patrol has been a continued presence at all of the fire sites to help with incident command. The California National Guard, or CalGuard, has deployed more than 600 service members with equipment to support firefighting and local law enforcement. Their presence has been extremely helpful, helping protect neighborhoods that were evacuated. Organizations like the Salvation Army and the Red Cross that were there from the first minute to help with services, support, and shelter. And the California Department of Social Services, which has worked in partnership with LA County to ensure that residents have access to food and shelter. California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, which has sent 29 crews representing almost 400 incarcerated firefighters to help. And of course, paramedics, which are first on the scene for all emergencies to help anybody who needs aid. The U.S. Forest Service has suppressed more than 100 different fires that have started since all these incidents began. LAPD has been a constant presence at these fire sites, especially in the light of the recent reports of looting. And these amazing helicopter pilots that have done these spectacular water drops that have helped impede the growth of these fires. I also want to thank the newscasters that have been in the studio and on the scene for what seems like 24 hours a day since these incidents began, providing much needed news and information, much of it in real time to those of us as viewers. LA County Sheriff has also done a fantastic job. The countless restaurants and eateries that have opened up their doors for first responders or people affected by the fire are doing an extremely valuable service in Los Angeles. Huge venues like the Pico Rivera Sports Arena, the Pomona Fairplex, the Pasadena Equestrian Center that have opened up their doors for large animals. And of course, any of the animal shelters or animal organizations that have offered to help and house these animals that are now displaced. Anybody donating your time, your resources, your money, thank you, because you are heroic as well during this terrible, terrible time for Los Angeles. If there's one positive to take out of all this, is that there are so many people being so selfless while their homes, their property, and their families are at risk during this tragedy. I know I've missed people, but there's so many groups, individuals, religious entities that are helping out during this time of need. If you could donate your time, your money, your resources, please try to do that. There's so many people that have been affected, so many victims of these fires in Los Angeles, and it's a senseless tragedy and one of the worst times in Los Angeles history. But LA, we are strong, we will do our best, and we are doing our best. And there's so many heroes to celebrate during these Los Angeles fires. All right, LA, it's been a minute.